All right, we're live.
Awesome.
All right.
Hello, everyone.
Okay. All right. What's up, guys? As you know, this is Port Therapy, and I am B Red or Bradley, whatever you want to call me.
And I am Postman.
How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's having a good night.
I'm having a pretty good night.
Give me 1 second. Yeah, I had a pretty good night. We took the baby to the parade and the Christmas parade and seen Santa and crap and got plenty of candy. It was very, very cold though, so that part sucked.
Was that in Luray?
Yeah, yeah,
Nice, nice.
yeah. It was pretty good overall.
I was going through there when they were setting up to streets off and stuff.
Oh, okay, all right. So yeah, other than that, it went pretty well. It was fun, baby, and that's the main thing that counts. So yeah, what'd you say, Sean?
Well, went and had breakfast with the wife. We went to, well, I don't know. Should I say it?
Um, let me think here.
All right. It's,
If it's a restaurant, yeah,
I should say it.
yeah, you can say it.
Okay. Thunderbird Cafe.
All right, yeah. The only thing we can't say is we can't say names. So like if it's a restaurant, like a place, you can say it. It's gets kind of iffy if like you say somebody's name and then they don't give us permission, and then wanted to, we go to court and all that crap and all that dumb stuff.
Well, I just don't want to give people our location.
Oh, I don't care about that. By now, people should know our location. I don't hide it on any of my videos, and it's no point in hiding it, especially with today's technology where people can just take a picture and then look it up online and find it that way. It's pretty crazy. Have you seen it's one guy, I can't remember his name, but all he needs is like a blurred photo of something, and then he can just go and do it on Google Earth.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
I find that people like have social media, especially
But like want to remain like
anonymous,
Yeah.
and like secretive, and like don't want people to know what they look like and stuff. Because
Yeah.
my dad, when I was setting up to board in my workshop, he was like, "What's wrong?"
I was looking for my thread.
No.
Continue.
Uh, where was I? Oh, I was setting up my workshop, and he was like, "Oh, okay. Remind me not to go in there then while you got your camera in there."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay." And I haven't said it to him, but I was like, "Dad, you have a Facebook, and the first thing you see is your face.
Yeah.
It's just like as good of a picture as you can get."
With today's technology, and if you have any type of social media, it's no point in trying to hide anything. Because I mean, especially government wise, I mean they don't need cameras or anything like that. They can even use people's Wi-Fi. Seen that? That's crazy. Or you can just look at Wi-Fi, and your Wi-Fi by the waves of it and everything will give them a picture of everything in your house and where people are standing at. It's like kind of freaky.
That's wild.
Yeah, I was watching videos about like because this was this was like 2-3 years ago when I found out about like they could do this stuff, and I was like, oh man, I don't want them to do that. But there's really no way you can fight against it or anything, because if you have Wi-Fi, then you see everything.
I'm not gonna lie. This sounds more like a conspiracy.
Uh, I mean, I do know a lot of conspiracies, but I don't like to run my life off of them, I guess is what you could say.
Yeah.
But I do know a crap ton. Have you seen the UFO things in New Jersey?
No.
So it was on the news, and apparently I watched a couple of videos, but they're not like 100% believable. I don't know if you've watched UFO videos or anything, but like you can't like see it and be like, oh my god, there's aliens here. like anything
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
It's kind of everything seems like it could just be like remade or like falsified or whatever.
Oh, especially with today's technology.
Yeah. So apparently there's a bunch of UFOs over New Jersey, and nobody knows why they're there, who's they are. Congress even had like an emergency meeting about it. It did not answer any questions about them. They just had a meeting, and everybody was notified that there's some type of flying planes, objects, or drones above New Jersey.
Hmm.
So that's pretty cool. But they finally found this assassinated CEO's killer.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah. I've seen all the memes about it.
Yeah. Did you see the McDonald's that they found him at? Like
they're leaving 1-star reviews and stuff.
People's review bombing it.
Yep.
I thought that was hilarious. It does kind of suck though. I mean, I can see both sides, but the unfortunate thing about it is with our healthcare as it is now, it's not that good. I mean, you can go to other countries and get better insurance or coverage and stuff like that.
Yeah, like isn't England like?
Yeah, and Canada's got, you know.
Well, hang on now. We're Americans, all right.
I realize that. But you know, if we're to be like, you know, the top runner in the world, you know, we're supposed to be top dogs. But
I think it's unfortunate that it got killed. I didn't really splash back this time, but yeah, I think it's unfortunate.
Okay.
I
mean, it's unfortunate any human dies, but you know, there's also sides to every story. So
yeah.
Let me move this so I don't spill it. But yeah, they've been review bombing that McDonald's, and the person who called it in has been getting, like, they had to delete their social media and everything because they've been getting like swamped with just a bunch of negative stuff.
Sorry, fly.
That's all right. But I want to try something, so
he's been practicing.
we're gonna try. Let's see. Let me back up a little bit. This right here. I want to see if I can. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it works. All right. So, you know about robots, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, about how, like, there's a bunch of droids and stuff like that being made.
Yes.
Well, China has been heavily invested in robots, and they're even implementing them in the streets. And I want to show you this, if I can get it to work. I haven't had a lot of practice with this, guys, so I apologize. And oh yeah, if you're watching on TikTok, you won't be able to see it because TikTok isn't immersed in with the whole YouTube and Twitch crap. Unfortunately, you can't immerse them together, which kind of sucks. It's all right. All right. So everybody should see that video now.
Of a Chinese police robot ball that's capable of helping apprehend by firing nets at. Goes on patrol with the police officers in the streets. Apparently, this is equipped with artificial intelligence that helps guide it along, and it can operate autonomously. From what I've read up on it, it can effectively operate in a variety of different conditions, including off-road terrain and also in the water. It can float, it can roll on smooth asphalt, and it can also go off-road if it needs to. Apparently, it can even fall from a significantly high height and continue moving and be unfazed. It's capable of traveling at speeds of up to 30.
Can you imagine something like that coming after you?
That'd be pretty wild, man.
That'd be crazy.
Getting closer to iRobot.
I think that's how it's going to be, and we're going to be immersing, or like we're going to be combining ourselves with robotic parts. Because I mean, you got
the bionic, absolutely. Yeah. We got it with the Neuralink.
Yeah. Well, have you looked at that? Have you done any research with that?
Not too much, other than I know that the first guy that got it played Civ 6.
Yeah. Well, once everybody can get which I would like to get it because there's the benefits of just controlling everything with your mind, like your phone and all that other crap. Like if you want to play a game, you just control it with your mind. The bad thing is hackers.
Yeah,
like what if somebody
Yeah.
hacks your neurochip and then they can control you? That's one reason why I probably won't get it.
I don't know if they'd be able to control you, but like I'm sure they'd be like, look, either give me money or I'm going to over.
Or that, or like they hack into it and then they can control like
All your devices.
anything that
yeah.
thing controls.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's kind of scary on its own. And eventually it's going to be to the part to where like they can get in there and change your memories and all that crap. God.
You ever watched a sci-fi show on Netflix called Altered Carbon?
Is that where the dude get transplanted into a body or something?
Yeah, they're all like stored in a memory disk that goes in the spinal column.
Yeah, I seen that like might have been like 2 years ago, I think.
Oh, I think my computer went to sleep.
Oh, that's all right. But yeah, that's gonna be scary when all that happens. Unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna be in our lifetime. I think at the end of our lifetime, it's gonna be getting really good, but I don't think we'll see the benefits of it. Oh, there's one thing I wanted to show you. So the good thing about, give me a second. Let me see if I can find it. I didn't really come as prepared as I wanted to be. But that's all right.
If you haven't been watching, shame on you. If you haven't been watching, we are doing night streams from here on out.
God dang it. All right.
We are doing night streams from here on out.
Yeah, this is easier like for me because then I ain't gotta, schedule my family around it and everything. I can just do it when everybody's asleep. And let's see, we got somebody on TikTok. What up, guys? Hope everybody's having a good night. Should give a quick shout out to our TikTok people. But yeah, doing the podcast at night is a lot easier on me. I don't know about you, but I enjoy it a lot more, and I feel like I ain't as strapped for time because I got all night to do it. I mean, I don't know if you have all night, but I'm just saying. But yeah, we are going to start doing podcasts at night. It's just better off, I think, for us overall.
You got that video ready?
Yeah, I'm getting it ready. It's be much better once I ordered a USB thing to have like multiple USBs.
Okay.
So then I can just plug all this stuff in and I can still use the mouse because right now, guys, I can't use the mouse and it's a pain in the butt.
This is poor therapy after all.
This is poor therapy. So if you want opinions on something or you want to talk about something,
it's free.
You can get poor therapy. All right, here's this one. This is pretty cool. This pretty much, if we can find better power sources and everything, this will launch us faster into like the whole space age technology thing that we talked a little bit about.
Battery. You might have one in a watch or a TV remote control that's kept going for more than a year or so. Well, British scientists have topped that and then some by inventing a power source that could last thousands of years. The secret is to squeeze a little bit of atomic energy into a diamond. Sounds tricky. Our science correspondent, Martin Stew, has been to see how it's done.
This has been our home for the past couple of years, trying to create diamond battery.
I'm going to stop there because it's
scientists and engineers.
But pretty much, scientists in the United Kingdom have made a battery out of a diamond, and they used radioactive elements that they smash into the diamond, and it can last up to 5,000 years. That is pretty crazy. Because if we have that type of technology, I mean, it's going to be a little bit. We can be able to, actually get it going and everything. But once that happens, you won't need no like batteries that we have now. We'll just have like a little diamond battery, and they'll just, power your house, power whatever. I think they're crazy. Of course, they're going to have to change the whole payment system. It'll probably be like a subscription or something like that, or monthly. I don't know how all that's going to go. But let me see here. Trying to figure out. All right, let me remove that one. All right, back to normal, I think.
Remember, you can call in.
I do have the phone number set up.
You can call or text in. We know that people don't like to call. Texting is fine.
But give me 1 second, because it would be great
What would be great?
to have somebody that just controls all this. So
A third party member.
yeah, that'd be awesome.
Be like our Jarvis.
Yeah. But so I mean, the scientists have made a diamond battery last 5,000 years. Of course, they're going to have to make the whole thing to receive the power, and get the production up on that and everything. But that's a start. So we start there. 20 years, 15 years from now, we'll all have batteries in our phones.
No, tell you what. Price of diamonds going to skyrocket.
Well, actually, the price of diamonds is falling now because they're being made in the labs, and there's very rare, like you can barely tell the difference. So, and diamonds aren't really as rare as everybody thinks, because one, the company that owns all the diamonds and stuff, like the Zales and all that crap, they keep the market down on them, and they have a huge stockpile. So, they're worth a lot, but they actually have a huge stockpile, and they keep the limit out low, so the price of them stays high. So diamonds aren't as rare as everybody thinks. They're just monopolized, which I'm surprised Congress and everybody like that hasn't tried to, put heat on them to change things otherwise. But yeah, so we're slowly evolving, and hopefully it just keeps getting better. Technology keeps getting better and better. And there is one thing I read, the Chat GPT 3.5 thing.
Okay.
So the people who made, let me see, there's so many Chat GPT things now, but the Chat GPT company or whatever released 4.0. They had to delete 3.5 to be able to release it.
Okay.
Because I mean, they're both like huge, like storages and whatnot. So they would rather just delete 3.5 instead of keeping it all. So when they went to go delete it, they found out that 3.5 was trying to save itself and tried to upload itself into the system. And when they found out that it was trying to upload itself, they hurry up and deactivate it from like the Wi-Fi and all that. Well, they found out that it was trying to download itself and devices that it was like hooked up into. So, I mean, I don't know what you would call that. That's pretty crazy.
That's scary
on its own. But
that is terrifying.
They did manage to finally delete it, and now we have 4.0. I don't know what's going to happen if 4.0 tries to save itself, but I guess we'll find out when we get there. That might be the beginning of Terminator, perhaps.
That's going to be crazy, man.
It's going to be crazy.
It turns out that's the real apocalypse, not nukes or anything like that.
Well, God, nukes aren't the actual apocalypse, because if a nuke does happen, there's no winners at all.
Nope.
Like, for one, our country has a 0 policy for nukes or whatever. Like if something gets launched and we think it's a nuke, we don't just launch one nuke. We launch all of our nukes at wherever that nuke is coming at or coming from. So it's if there is ever a nuke launched, it's pretty much the end of civilization. The only thing that's going to be left is pretty much like on Fallout, the video game, where there'll be like settlements here and there, but everybody's going to be battling starvation. You're not going to have drinking water. You're not going to have any food. Everything will have radioactive waste and all that crap on it. So it's not a win-win situation for anybody. But talking about nukes, did you see that Syria fell?
Mm-mm.
So do you know what Syria is? All right. So in the last 2 weeks, I wouldn't say terrorists, but the rebel groups in Syria and everything, we call them terrorists. But they all grouped together that are fighting among themselves and went after, I can't remember the dude's name, Assad, the main guy who, was this leader and whatnot. Well, they all went after him and taken like the main cities. And once I think it was Aleppo fell, Assad hurry up, grabbed his family and went to Russia. And now for like the past couple of days, Israel and the United States, along with, I can't remember, some other NATO member, they've been bombing like every military base, all the ports in Syria. And this is a huge loss to Russia because this was Russia's only way to have any like entering or whatever through the Mediterranean Sea. So now that Syria's fallen, Russia has no hold or anything like that in the Mediterranean Sea because they had a base in Syria. So obviously, I believe that's probably going to fall eventually. I believe there are Russians right there in there right now, but they're probably not going to be able to hold out after all the rebels and whatever focus on them.
You gonna get us killed?
No,
Yeah.
this is common knowledge on the internet. But yeah, that's pretty. So Syria fell. I was watching a crap ton of videos because like there's all kinds of videos of like the prisoners and stuff. I was watching one video where there's these prisoners, and instead of like like the jail cells that we have, they have cells that are underground where you see no light at all. So you don't see any sunlight. There's no artificial lights, nothing. It's just a dark hole. And then they slide the food in through like these pipes or whatever. You got one that's for like food and then one's for water, which is insane. I mean, could you imagine being a prisoner in there, just laying in this like hole and just waiting for your food and your drinks or whatever to come down? That'd be insane.
Mm-hmm. It'd be hard not to lose your mind.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely makes you humble and makes you appreciate the stuff you do have.
Yeah.
Like you're not living the type of reality. So good that the people are getting out and everything. We'll just have to see how all that unfolds and whatnot. What's up, guys? Wait a minute. We got one guy saying the sound is lagging. It must be from my Wi-Fi, right? Or maybe we're not close to the phone. How you doing? Oh, that's Chelsea. No. It's hit woman. But anyway, I don't want to get distracted. I forget what I was saying.
Did you see that Boeing is laying off hundreds of people?
Well, I'm actually surprised they haven't started before because Boeing as a company has been going downhill for quite some time now. I mean, their planes are falling apart. The one thing that like made a huge mishap of them is when they tried to take the astronauts to the International Space Station, and I can't remember what it was. It was some capsule that they had that they were going to bring them back. Well, it malfunctioned and it wouldn't seal right on the International Space Station.
Mm-hmm.
So then Elon had to take one of his rockets up there, go up there, get the astronauts, and then bring.
Yep.
So, yeah, Boeing is not doing too well. They have not had a good couple years. That's just the thing of it. It's just how things happen. I think they've been, they've been worried about money too much instead of the quality of their products, and it definitely shows. But yeah, what else did you have?
President Biden set like a record for how many people he pardoned and clemency.
Clemency. What is that?
It's
I have
like
to brush my mind up.
I look it up. I want to make sure I'm using the word right.
All right, let me Google it.
Clemency. It's like alleviating the sentences of like thousands of prisoners.
All right, so I looked up President Biden pardons. So
39 people and like 1,500 people got clemency.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, the whole Biden administration is corrupt, and they didn't do anything that helped anybody. I couldn't find a single thing where they helped anybody. It mainly looked like the whole administration was just money laundering.
I just hope the people deserved it. I hope he's not just doing it to do it.
I mean, the people that he's probably pardoning, I mean, I don't know their stories or whatnot, but if it has anything to do about his character and his administration's character, and if they're anything like that, it's probably not a good thing. Did you see that he pardoned his son?
Yeah. Could not believe that.
I could. I knew he was going to do it.
Yeah, I know.
He was even going to do it if he won. He said he wasn't, but he only did that just to try to get like conservatives to try to vote for him. But it didn't really work.
Yeah, I love it. There's a meme I saw that was like his tweet, I think in relation to Donald Trump when he was getting like all his legal stuff going on. And he was like, "No one is above the law."
Yeah.
And
I actually seen talk about that.
And someone was like, by doing this or by pardoning his son, Joe Biden has in fact proven that people are above the law.
Yeah. I mean, that just goes to show you, what type of president he is.
Yeah. What would you do for your kid?
If my kid was running around doing drugs, doing a bunch of crimes and stuff, I would let him do his time. Because if you cater them and they don't learn their lesson, they're just going to keep doing it, and they're never going to learn.
I agree with that.
Sometimes you got to learn the hard way. All right, I forget what I was going to do. Going back to that. But yeah, let me scoot my chair up a little bit. But yeah, let's see. I had something else I was going to show you, but I think I might have forgot to save it.
Oh no.
Oh no, right here it is.
Oh boy.
All right, so
You gonna do this again?
what?
On the
No, I know. So, about let me see here. Let me go in here, share. You know about the whole North Carolina thing?
No.
All right. So, the hurricane that hit North Carolina and it wiped out like a bunch of towns and everything.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I've been seeing a lot of like posts and whatnot about like how nobody's really helped them, and it's actually kind of true because like the counties and stuff like that this place has happened to, they won't let the people that like lost their homes or like are trying to rebuild their homes or whatever. They won't let them live in any type of campers or like any like the small little houses because they say it's like not safe or whatever. Which is kind of crazy because I mean, if somebody just lost their whole house, like let them live in a camper for a year to rebuild their house.
I mean, yeah. So it's funny that they have such a huge problem with that, but yet homeless people. I mean, in Seattle, like I don't know if you know this, but Seattle is like overridden with the homeless and criminals and whatnot, drug heads, and they have literal what's called tent cities, and it's just like tents is like as far as the eye can see. Well, not as far as the eye can see, but like just packed underneath all these like underpasses and overpasses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's crazy.
But I found a couple videos or whatever that apparently like the law enforcement around these places are like just like stealing stuff that people bring in and whatnot, which is, you know, it's unfortunate. I mean, it kind of sucks because you really see the corrupt and whatnot of everything that goes on. And I also seen it was these miners from West Virginia that made this road because like there was this part of, I can't remember the town, but it was a town that like nobody could get to. You had to hike to this town.
Okay.
And so there's
in West Virginia, I believe it.
No, in North Carolina.
Oh, in North Carolina. Okay.
Because the floods and everything wiped out like all the roads. Well, some miners from West Virginia.
Miners is in coal miners.
Yeah, coal miners from West Virginia came down and made a road. And of course, like, you know, it's not the best road. It's a dirt road, but it's able to get vehicles and whatnot to be able to access this town and the people in it. Well, the person that made the road, the state government or whatever you want to call it, North Carolina, put locks on the gates because they said the road was unsafe, and they're filing a lawsuit against the guy, which is unfortunate. And it makes no sense because like if nobody could get to this town and somebody comes in with their own equipment, their own time, they're not getting paid for it, and is able to make a road, you know, just a temporary road, why would you go after them, you know, legally or whatever?
Because you can, I guess.
Yeah, but
like there's a lawsuit for everything out there, man.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But anyway, this video right here is this guy brings generators down to North Carolina people, and apparently law enforcement stole it the night before or something like that. So I'll let you listen to it. I just thought it was kind of crazy.
There was a generator back here that's ours, and we didn't issue a generator to anyone in this vehicle. But you are in possession of stolen generators.
File a report. We have you charged.
We need our generators back because we
got the one that I had.
We had a list of people that are disabled who cannot start a generator.
And that's who we gave them to.
You didn't have the list.
It doesn't matter. They're still disabled and they live in this county.
Well, I don't believe you because they disappeared in the middle of the night. I was
We
here.
don't care who.
Yeah, I didn't
You got about 2 seconds.
Okay.
You go see.
Y'all are all on
Jeff and
camera,
Cecil.
by the way,
That's
for this
fine.
whole conversation.
These men-
You just threatened me.
How did I threaten?
Got very aggressive. Yeah, so did you. Bart, you stole our stuff. We want it back. Or we want. Yep. That and there.
It was one of the property that's donated and was given to people that need it. There is nothing to say to you, sir. You need to leave.
All right, good. I would like your numbers, your badge numbers, and names. All right. Well, I'll get the National Guard captain.
But I've been seeing a lot of stuff like that. And apparently, let me go back over here. Stop screen. I've been seeing a lot of videos like that about like corruption and stuff like that in North Carolina. Really, that's the only hot little potato. Hello. Hi. My bad. I got distracted. But it's kind of unfortunate to see all that, especially only 3 hours away, 4 hours away.
Yeah.
I hope things get better for them, especially right now because it is winter and it's cold and it definitely sucks. So hopefully all the corruption and everything, all that gets straightened out. It sucks. People are kind of greedy, but that's just human nature and how it is. But I gotta stop saying that. I got a problem saying You got else you want to talk about? I'll find something.
Let's see. Went grocery shopping today at Walmart.
Okay,
And,
what'd you get?
Just normal groceries, food, and excuse me, some drinks and a couple like toiletries and stuff like that. But the Walmart was packed. I mean, there were so many people there, and it just got me thinking like how kind of like reserve grocery shopping for like its own day. Like that day we're going grocery shopping and probably doing nothing else. And it's like, because, sometimes it can be just so draining and exhausting to go to Walmart and be around all those people.
Yeah. Yeah, I miss the times where you could just go to Walmart at 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. But they ain't 24 hours no more.
I wonder if they'll ever bring that back. Let me look that up.
I doubt it.
There's got to be something about it. Because, we can't be the only people that miss going to Walmart at 2:00 in the morning. Will Walmart ever? Oh, first thing. All right, let's see. See, Walmart will not keep its U.S. stores open 24/7. All right, well, there you go. They will not be returning.
You know what happened somewhat recently that we kind of haven't talked about is Black Friday. There wasn't anything crazy that happened this year.
Yeah, well, I think people has finally realized that the so-called Black Friday deals aren't actually Black Friday deals. They're just
Here we go
deals.
with another conspiracy.
That's not actually a conspiracy. I mean, you can go to whatever stores. Like if you check to see what the prices are before Black Friday, write it down, and then come to Black Friday, and most everything you've written down is still the same. Because I watched a bunch of videos where people were like going into Walmart and Target and all that, and they were like, "Oh my God, look at this Black Friday deal!"
And then they take the tag away to reveal the price underneath.
Yeah, it's like the exact same.
Yeah,
yeah, that's kind of crazy.
But I think it has. It wasn't so crazy because online shopping's so popular now, and Cyber Monday's kind of more popular, which that kind of irritated me with Amazon. Amazon had this week-long Black Friday sale, and then I think it like went on to Saturday or Sunday. As soon as Monday happened, it was Cyber Monday, and they did a whole week-long thing for that, but the prices were the exact same for the both sales. So it's like, why not just have one 2-week-long sale? Because that's essentially what you just had. Like everything that was on sale for Black Friday was on sale again for Cyber Monday at the same price.
That's why I said it's not really a sale. They're just trying to hype it up as it is a sale, just to try to get things out the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've known about that for like 4 years now. I haven't done any like Black Friday shopping or any of that crap because it's kind of a scam, and I think people are just now starting to catch on about it.
So you got any problems going on in your life you want to get off your chest?
All right, let's see. The problems in my life. Other than I just got to fix some vehicles.
Yeah, you need a truck, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Other than just fixing some vehicles and sanding down my whole house and painting it, that's pretty much it. I don't really have any other problems than that. So I guess that's a good thing. I mean,
you got no drama, nothing.
Nah, I stay away from drama the best I can.
Well, it's just this is poor therapy. I'm just trying to talk about.
Yeah. I mean, do you have any drama?
Um,
I try to stay away from everybody's drama because I don't want to get drug into it. So, like, if somebody has any problems, I'll make it a mission of mine just to stay away from them until their problems are kind of, gone. And I'm talking about like drama, like, drama from like either like family members or a spouse or this or that.
well, let's see. Yesterday, I broke my lathe.
Oh, how'd you do that?
I burnt out the motor in it.
Oh,
So I mean, I got a cheap one, or at least one on the cheaper. And technically, it's classified as a mini lathe. And
well, what burnt out in it? Like the bearings?
I got a picture I can show you, but because I opened it up and stuff was like melted on the inside.
Oh, okay.
And but yeah, so that really sucks. So I got one more video ready to go on my channel, Postworks. Shout out. See there, I'm saying a lot.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
It happens.
Yeah, it does.
There for a while, I got good at like not saying what they call it, like space words. Like you just like say it just to fill in space or whatever.
Yeah.
But
like that.
like
I just
that
said,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah. Yep. So yeah, my lathe broke, and God, I'm gonna be so irritated with it. I got one more video ready to go for my channel, but then there will be a day, the Wednesday after this Saturday, because I post on Saturdays and Wednesdays, that I'm not going to have anything to do. I'm thinking about just uploading like a picture of like some of my finished work.
Yeah.
But there won't be no video or anything, and that really sucks because the lathe isn't supposed to get here till next Friday.
So how many things did you work on before that thing burnt up? Or how many hours, I would say.
How many hours?
Yeah, how many hours was you working using that thing? And was it worth it?
I think I got my money's worth.
Okay.
How
much was it?
It was $200.
$200?
Yeah, well, 230, I think.
How many hours?
I probably got about a good week and a half, 2 weeks worth of like I'm talking straight hours. I don't know how many
Okay,
hours it
alright.
actually is, but
Okay.
I mean, in a course of a couple months or a month.
All right. Did you see that one I sent you?
No.
Oh, my phone's up there. I found one on Facebook, and it was, I think it said like a 36-inch one,
Okay.
but it was like the older model.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like all pretty or whatever. It was just like,
So I bought a new one. I was looking on Facebook and I saw a bunch of like older models and stuff, and it would be. I mean, granted, it would be cheaper to go that way and probably get my money's worth, but I really wanted something new that was my own, and I didn't need some of the ones that were that big, and then some of them were just too old. You wouldn't be able to find really replacement parts for them and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Whereas the one I bought is bigger, it is better. It costed a lot more, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm looking
now
forward.
what's the size of this one?
So my previous one was an 8-inch by 12-inch. The new one should be a 12-inch by 20-inch.
Okay, so what do you want to work on when you get it? Like, what do you think you can implement and try to do?
Well, I mean, right now I'm kind of focusing on like Christmas ornaments and stuff like that. Like I made a I don't know if you've been watching.
I watched the one you sent me.
You ain't seen any of yours, man. You really just hurt my feelings.
I'm sorry. I didn't even know you uploaded a second one.
I uploaded 3.
Okay, all right. I'll have to watch them.
My latest one is I made a little Christmas tree.
All right. If you don't send it to me, I'm not gonna know.
Oh, I see.
So,
I see how it is.
Well, I don't ever get on YouTube. I don't get on, like, the only thing I'll scroll on every now and then when in my free time is TikTok.
It's TikTok.
Yeah, and that's because and I'll get on like the educational side. That's called STEM. Do you know what that is?
Mm-hmm.
So like they have like educational videos of pretty much everything, and like I'll just like try to find something that interests me and just like just find something that I want to learn or whatnot.
And you don't think about taking that time to do something else? Maybe something productive?
Well, usually when I'm doing that, it's like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. And you're probably pretty fried at that point.
And well, at that time, I'm usually laying down, getting ready to go to bed.
Mhm.
Because for some reason, I've gotten into a habit of like, oh, I'll just scroll on TikTok for 15 minutes before I pass out.
Yeah.
And then I'll fall asleep with the phone in my hand.
You know what that's called?
What is that?
Doom scrolling.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, then I doom scroll for like 15 minutes before I go to bed. But on the bright side, I've learned a couple things. So, I mean, there's that.
Yeah.
I can't remember all I've learned.
It seems to keep you informed.
Yeah, it does. It does do that somewhat. Because sometimes I'll scroll and it'll just be a bunch of dumb stuff.
Bunch of funny videos and stuff. Or
I
just
used to get funny videos, but now I guess my algorithm has changed on me or something. And now I just get like random videos of Chinese people making food. I don't know how that's got implemented into my algorithm, but it has. Let's see what else off the wall crap just pops on my TikTok. Some lady that's making a bunker in her basement. That's popped up on my TikTok a bunch for some reason.
So I have a old cistern attached to my house.
I do too.
And I was thinking about turning it into a little bomb shelter.
Okay, all right.
But it's probably going to be a horrible idea because, like, you got to be able to get water out of there.
Well, and not only that, but I would think it would stay like damp and moist all the time.
Yeah, yep.
And you would have to like seal it off, and because you don't know if there's any cracks or whatever, if it's shifted. So I mean, it would be a cool project. I'm not gonna lie.
But it'd be better off if I just started to build a bunker.
Oh well, just talking about that, I watched a video where somebody turned their cistern into an aquarium.
Oh,
And they put like lights and stuff down in it, and they started putting like all kinds of fish and stuff. It was actually pretty cool. I don't know if I'd ever take the time to do that to mine because, for one, I just don't have the extra time for any more animals, and just having a bunch of fish is just not on the timeline for me right now.
You don't want to be like your dad, have all sorts of animals?
No.
Have you told the chat about that? About growing up with
No, nobody really knows that. We had a bunch of
iguanas, pythons, bearded dragons, all types of fish. You had a piranha.
Yeah, rattlesnake. I don't even remember all the crap. Yeah,
I remember the iguana because they just let that thing run loose.
Yeah.
Nobody really wanted to mess with it.
Yeah, I don't want any more pet responsibility than what I have now. Right now, I have 2 dogs. I have a horse. I have a bunch of stray cats in my barn. I don't feed them though. But yeah, that's all I have. I don't need any more. Because if I get any more, it's just, I don't know, it just becomes too much. Like,
Yeah,
I can't do it. Especially with kids. Dad devotes most of my time.
Don't even get
can't.
started. Don't get started.
What?
You want to go on a tirade about how being a dad is so draining?
I mean, it is draining, but it's a good draining. So
Yeah.
I don't mind it. Which, actually, I do want to talk about something. So
Okay.
I had to ground Haven today.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out that she had a spelling test today, and she's only in the 2nd grade, and she got caught cheating. And how she got caught cheating is she had a little piece of paper that she was holding in her hand, and she had all the words on her spelling test on it. And the teacher messaged me and said that she got caught cheating, and she was like trying to like spell the words or whatever from the paper. So I'm gonna have to ground her. I'm gonna make her spell those words. I don't know how many times yet. I've been trying to think of like a good limit. Like, what do you think a good limit would be?
How many words?
So I think it's 10 words.
3 times.
So 3 times. But I am taking away her TV and everything. And, she's going to be grounded for at least a week because I don't want to ground her on Christmas.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ground her for at least a week, and she's going to be doing a bunch of spelling. And hopefully she learns. But I don't know where a second grader got that from.
Kids are.
I didn't do that till I was in 8th grade.
Kids are smart, man.
I didn't do that till I was in 8th grade.
Well, I mean, maybe you weren't a smart kid.
I'll admit I was a dumb kid when I was growing up.
I didn't take school seriously until I got in high school.
I didn't even take it serious in high school. That's one thing I do kind of regret is not taking it serious. Because now that I look back, like that's just free time that I just wasted basically.
Yeah.
So that really gets me kind of.
You saying you want to spend all those nights playing COD Zombies? You'd rather be in the books?
Nah, those COD nights were pretty awesome. Which I played Zombies the other night. I got to round 45 on. Let me think of this map. I think it's called Liberty Prime or something like that. I might be wrong. But I got to 45 on there, and then I quit and went to bed.
I've been playing Abiotic Factor.
What do you think about that?
It's a pretty fun game. It's you're probably not going to know these references, but it's like a Half-Life meets SCP.
What's SCP? I know what Half-Life is.
Secure, Contain, Protect. It's man, it's a rabbit hole to go down.
All right, well, let's not go down.
Basically, it's like it's based on this foundation that goes around, and it's like Ghostbusters on steroids. Like they go around and
you just catch things,
capture like anomalies, and they study them and all this.
So it's like you can kind of compare it to like Pokemon. You just go around catching stuff.
I guess, but it's very it can be very R-rated. It can be very PG too. It kind of hits the whole spectrum. But like one of my favorites is, I wish I knew the file number for it. I think it's like.
So all right, wait a minute. So you just go around just collecting things and you can't use them?
No. So like you in the game of Abiotic Factor, you play as a scientist, and there's been an outbreak.
Let me look up a trailer.
Okay.
What's the game called?
Abiotic Factor.
What, a trailer, maybe? Or gameplay?
Probably trailer.
Or the trailer. I'll let the people know. All right, give me 1 second. I hate how it auto plays.
Oh.
Share screen. I like doing this. All right, so now people see this.
Ready for your first day?
Yeah.
Okay, you're the transfer, huh? You sure picked a day. Things a bit hectic downstairs this morning.
There has been a containment breach.
Would you have thought it could all go so wrong so quickly?
Look, I don't know what's going on. But if the big voice says, get out, I'd do what she says.
Did you ever imagine something like this might happen?
So what's your favorite thing about this?
Because
I'm watching it and I don't know if I can connect to it.
I mean, that's fine. You're not an advanced enough gamer.
You don't think I'm an advanced enough gamer?
No. You play Battlefield and COD.
That's not all I play.
That's like pumpkin spice.
I play Enshrouded. I played Power World. I played Grim Dawn.
You played those games because of me, except for Power World.
Nah, I think I had Grim Dawn downloaded.
You said you never played it before.
Let me see. You might be right. I can't remember. But
You know what I want to get back into?
What?
Diablo 2.
Oh my god. You know,
I ain't got the grind in me like you do.
all right, so Diablo 2 is a very grindy game, especially in game. And the thing I hate about it is how fast the ladders reset. It used to be yearly, and now it's
Isn't it like every 6 months?
6 months. Yeah. So if you don't have a lot of time to grind in it and get mainly runes that you need to make rune words, it's kind of pointless to play.
Yeah.
Which another thing is we went from playing Diablo 2 a lot to you stopped playing it. I was getting on every now and then I just got tired of getting on and trying to do solo runs by myself because it's not as fun by yourself.
Yeah.
So if we would start to do that, we would have to start a new character and everything.
Oh, jeez.
Because it is a new season. What made you want to go back to that?
I don't know.
The grind.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what gets me. My main thing that I miss.
Quit sharing the screen.
Huh?
You're sharing the screen still.
My bad. I forgot, guys. All right. My bad. My main thing that I miss is Lineage.
Yeah.
You don't know how many times I've downloaded and deleted that game. Within the last 2 years, I've probably downloaded and deleted it 20 times. Because I'll download it, I'll get on, I'll have everything up and running, and then I'll go and have to do something. So I'll be like, well, I don't want to burn my computer out, so I'll just, turn it all off and then turn the computer off. Then I'll get back, and I don't have the time that I had when I was playing it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of aggravating, but I miss that feeling of like, I don't know. I don't know it was just an awesome game for what it was. But
I'm surprised you don't like WoW.
I can't get into WoW. I've tried. I don't know if it's the graphics or because I don't think the graphics are that good in WoW.
The graphics weren't that good in Lineage.
No, the graphics are way better. I don't know if I'm just biased.
I think you got a thing for some of the female models in that game. That's what I think.
Well, I mean, I would rather look at a female model than a male. I mean, I'm not, I'm not being discriminative or whatever you want to call it, but I would much rather look at a female than I would a male. And that's what I base that off of.
When you play Ark, you play male or female?
Now, Ark is different because you never look at your character. So I always make my character look like it's like deformed.
All right.
Because other people see it and they're like, what in the world?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. God, I do miss the old times of gaming.
How long have we been going now?
We've been going 58 minutes. All right.
You want to wrap up?
We can if you want. Like I said, at nighttime, I got plenty of time, so it's not really a thing for me. But we can wrap up if you want it to.
All right.
All right.
Have a good night, chat.
Well, wait a minute. God.
Oh, well, sheesh.
Let's see. We're going to be going live again. What? You just want to do it next Thursday again?
Next Thursday,
right.
Yeah.
So next Thursday, 9:30 p.m., guys, Eastern time. We'll be going live again. You can watch us. And remember, if you have any questions or, you want somebody else's opinion on something or, you just want to talk, we'll talk about whatever. We'll give you your opinion. We'll give our opinion on it. We can't promise it's going to be good, but
it is poor therapy after all.
Yeah, it is poor therapy. So hope everybody has a good night, and we'll see you next Thursday.
Hang on. I want to say one thing.
All right.
after we finish this, I go home, get super baked, and watch it again.
You did?
Yeah. All right, you can end it now. I just wanted to
All
share
right.
that little nugget.
All right. Later, guys. Hope everybody has a good night.
Peace.
Later.